Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back. We got Big George. We got Lil J. We got Jordan. Jordan's going to give us his top 5 picks of the week for the NFL. The line, he's going to give us the whole thing. Me and George are going to tell him why he's right or wrong. What you got, Jordan? Go for it, man.
All right, let's start off with my favorite game this week, the LA Rams against the Cowboys. This is the best division in football playing against the worst division in football by far. Right? I think the Cowboys are trending in the wrong direction. The Rams are trending in the right direction. They're starting to look like the 2018 Rams. Coach has finally figured out that they're a power run team first. I like the emergence of Robert Woods last week. If we get a little bit of Cooks on top of it, we might get the offense, a glimpse of the offense we had last year. So I really like the Rams there. It's at -1 right now. It's moved a lot. George?
Yeah, it opened 3.5. It's moved a ton. The world's on your side there too. It's hard for me to go against, even though I love Dallas, but they look horrible.
Yeah, I love the Rams in this game. I don't know why Dallas continues to get the respect that they're getting from the line makers, but you know what? It's a good bet. What's next, Jordan?
All right, next up, division rivalry. We got Texans and Titans. I'm expecting a shootout here. I think this is going to be a really good game. I think the Texans are a very talented ball club, a lot of respect, especially for that wide receiver core. Deshaun Watson, their coaching sometimes questionable, but I think the Titans roll them in a shootout, and Watson gets a couple touchdowns in garbage time. Give me the over here and give me the Titans. I really like Tannehill's been playing great, almost MVP quality football since he came in October. He's definitely won that starting job. He's going to be the next overpaid quarterback. Way better than the other A&M quarterbacks this year, right? And A.J. Brown's looked incredible, and let's not forget about the running game. So give me the Titans all day long.
George?
I don't really have an opinion on the game. I think it's a really tough game to decide. I bet it early. I went over the 48. It went to 50, so I feel like I did well there. I think it's just going to be a shootout. I agree with the shootout part. I just wouldn't want to pick a side.
Yeah, I would lay off this game, but if I did play it, I would take the Titans. The Titans are my sleeper. Ryan Tannehill has always been underrated. Jordan, what's next?
Another division rivalry. We got Chicago at Green Bay. This is going to be a really good game. Chicago's trending in the right direction. They won 4 of the last 5 and 3 in a row. And I like them in this game. At the lines +5. I don't like them to win outright, but I definitely like them to cover that spread. This feels like a field goal game. It's going to be 2-3 points to decide it. And then definitely give me the under 41 in this game. Those are the 2 totals that I really like. Always bet the under in Lambeau in December.
George?
I think it's another tough game, a big rivalry game. Packers did open 6.5. It's actually down to 4 now, so you got a decent number at the 4.5. I think if you wait by game time, it might be down to 3. The weather's going to be bad. I would just stay away from it, but I like your play. If I had to bet it, I like your play.
The other thing about this,
I would stay away from this one as well, but I do like the Bears. I think it's a 3-point game, honestly, in either direction. But ever since the Bears figured out that the reason they went 12-4 last year is because Mitch Trubisky could actually run the ball, the Bears have won a bunch of games. And so I like the Bears if I'm playing this one, but I'm probably going to lay off of it. What you got next, Jordan?
all right, next up I got Jets at Baltimore. This is a pretty big line, -14.5. I like Baltimore to destroy them, to cover. This is the best team in the NFL. They've been in a couple of really close ones recently against really tough teams. And I think they're just going to put up numbers on them. The Jets are on the road, worst road team in the league this year. They lost to the 0-10 Bengals on the road, giving them their first win of the season. Gase has lost that team. You can look at what happened with Le'Veon Bell. His team has given up on him the way the Dolphins gave up on him last year. Maybe the worst coaching staff in the NFL. And that's saying a lot because there are Jason Garrett's out there. But I really like Baltimore here.
I'm going to have to fight with you about the worst coaching staff, but I have to agree with you in Baltimore. They're just rolling. I tried to go against them last week. Didn't work out. Yeah, just stick with the king.
Yeah, I think that the Jets are terrible. I think Adam Gase is terrible. I think the perfect example is Le'Veon Bell, who supposedly had the flu but went bowling in a pair of green leather pants the night before the game, and apparently bowled for 4 or 5 hours because that's what you do when you have the flu. And so, I don't know, maybe Le'Veon will get maybe he'll get an ear infection and go to the movies before this game, and the Ravens will absolutely destroy them. I love the Ravens in this game. What you got next, Jordan?
I do like New England there. I like them to cover. I like them to win by a lot. I like them to right the ship against the lowly Bengals. I liked seeing Mixon come on for the Bengals last week. I think that they're going to try to run the ball. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think New England really is going to come out and squash them. They need a game like this. They've lost a couple in a row, and people forget. Everybody's giving up on New England. People forget that this is a 10-3 team still after losing 2 straight.
George?
The line definitely has gone down. It started 11, went down to 9. I think it's more about the Spygate thing. I guess I'd have to take New England to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I think I can get together and beat them. So yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, I think this game is really it for the Patriots. It's going to tell you what they do for the rest of the year. If they get beat by Cincinnati, then it's over. The dynasty's over. The whole thing's over.
That's a huge
2.0. I mean, I'm sorry, but, you lost a couple games. You can't block anybody with your offensive line. You got one good wide receiver, and you're on a downward trajectory at this point.
Not the first time I've heard that.
All of a sudden, you're filming your next opponent. I don't know. And so are we witnessing the end of a dynasty? I think this game's going to say a lot. And the bottom line is I'm sorry, but I don't care if it was Kansas City or not. They didn't get beat at home before, and they just got beat at home. And so
21 straight at home, but
definitely wrong. And we're going to see this game's going to be hugely telling for the future of that entire franchise. In fact, if they get beat by Cincinnati, squeeze into the playoffs, and then just get hammered in the playoffs, which is probably going to happen, I think it's over. So we'll see. What you got next, Jordan?
That was 5.
Oh, that was 5. All right. Well, that's good.
So I'll give you a bonus pick. Give me the Chiefs to roll the Broncos. Roll them. Line's at 10, I believe. Everybody's hopping on the Drew Lock train right now. We saw the same thing with Danny Dimes. We see it with a lot of rookie quarterbacks. We saw it with Kyle Allen. They come out, they have one really good game. They had it in them, all built up, and then they just get smashed and look like a rookie the next week. Doesn't take a lot of film on these guys to do that, and I think that's what we're going to see with Drew Lock here. Chiefs defense is coming on really well. Chiefs offense is getting healthy. People aren't talking about them as much as they should, I think. And Andy Reid versus the AFC South, 25-2 in his career.
Well, Mahomes did get banged up last week, and he is questionable for the week. The line did start 13, went down to 9.5 because of his so-called injury. He did bang himself a pretty good last week. If I'm Casey, I almost want to sit him and rest him, get him healthy, but we'll see what happens there.
Drop one to the Broncos? I don't know about that. They're a little too hot to sit your starting quarterback, but
yeah. All right. Well, pick 5 turned into pick 6. We gave you a little extra bonus there. We will see y'all next time. We're going to put up another video here real quick with Big George's picks in just a minute. See y'all soon.